Hi guys, welcome back. So today what I'm going to talk about is just tips for I would say your first week on plan. I'm going to be looking down because I have a few things, and I also did another video that you could go ahead and look at, but I had a lot of questions from that video, so I just felt like now that I've been on the plan 4 months, it's Optavia. I'm on the 5-in-1. I've been on it 4 months. I've lost about 47 pounds. I haven't weighed me in a couple of days, but when the last time I weighed me, it was 47 pounds. My ultimate goal is 50, so hopefully I've hit that, but I just felt that I've been on it long enough that I could give you some really good tips on what I think you should do that'll keep you kind of just on track. Even if you follow some people on Instagram, Optavia Max, I love her. I follow her all the time. They just give different things. I know a lot of people do they drink all shakes and stuff. I don't necessarily do that, but these are just general tips that if you're just starting out and you want to know how can I make sure I get the best out of this, this is just some general tips you could have. So the first one I would say is no hacks. When you start this plan, you're gonna see a lot of recipes. You're gonna see a lot of, ooh, you could have this, you could do this. Stay away from the hacks. I know you probably heard it before, but it worked for me. I didn't do any hacks. I remember when my coach first told me that, I was like, what? I've been reading all these hacks. I want to do these hacks. And she was like, keep it simple. Don't worry about the hacks. Eat your fuelings as they are. So I would say, I know you're going to see all these cool hacks, but you could do that later. Don't worry about that. Forget about the hacks and stick to eating the fuelings like they are. And try to get the ones that you like. Your first month when you're getting it, or even that first week, write down the ones you really like, because your coach should have put a variety in there. I'll ask them, my clients, a few questions of what they like, if they're a sweet person or whatever, and I'll try to mix it in. But write down the ones you really like so that when you order your next box, it's more of the stuff you actually like. Okay, second thing, drink water. Even my little girl, this is her water bottle. She even has, I have a huge one like this, but she has a really big one like this. And listen, the straw makes all the difference. This is hers, it's so cute. I think this is only 44 ounces. Mine is 73 ounces. So mine is much larger, but I'm not talking about walk around with a little bottle of water and tell yourself, oh, I drank about 3 bottles of water. Get a container, measure, make sure you're drinking water. 64 ounces of water is great, but they say divide your weight by 2 and that's how much water you're drinking. Now I know when you're first starting plan, a lot of us are not at a decent weight, but I would say if you could at least get not a whole gallon, but I would say, I don't know, 84 ounces of water would be something good to kind of stay around, or at least 80 ounces of water, but 64 just won't cut it. You want to be over 64 ounces. You want to make sure, honestly, you're going to the bathroom. When you're going to the bathroom, you know that you've hit a point where your body's had enough water. I know it's aggravating, but that first week, you want to get the most out of it. So drink your water. Okay, the next thing I would say is eat on time. I did another video about the EatWise app. It times you every 2.5 hours. Make sure you're eating on time. Try not to go longer than 3 hours without eating. Eat on time, stay on schedule. The other thing I would say is keep your lean and green simple. I get it. You want to incorporate this into your lifestyle. You want to make it, oh, I want this to be forever. Yes, listen, you could sacrifice a couple of weeks keeping things simple so you could get closer to your goal, and then we can start incorporating these big recipes, because there's some days I come home and I am hungry. Do you know how frustrating it's going to be if you're going to go in there, try to create some recipe and you don't get it right, and then now you're not satisfied? Have your lean and green prepared. Be ready. Keep it simple. I did salads for a very long time. Not everybody likes salads. I do green beans and fish, green beans, mushroom and fish. I'll do chicken, broccoli, cauliflower rice. I'll do lettuce and chicken, lettuce and fish. I even do tuna salads, tuna in the can. Keep it simple. I buy the little bags of the meat from Walmart and just warm that. You'll see in another one of my videos. I keep it really simple because it just gives you a peace of mind that your meal is ready to go. You don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta go sit and cook this meal. You have yours ready. Even if you have to cook for your family, Eat before you cook for your family. That way you're not standing over a stove and now you're hungry because you're cooking for them and you want to taste their food, okay? Make sure you have it. Keep it simple. Don't stress about it, but keep your lean and green simple. Now, the other thing I would say is limit your condiments. A lot of people will say, oh, you can have 3 condiments, and they'll have like almond milk in their coffee. That's okay. Then they'll have like maybe a Laughing Cow wedge in something. I get it. And then they'll want to season their stuff when it gets to their lean and green. I would say just try and limit that. If you drink coffee every day, or you put almond milk or something in your coffee every morning because you want to drink coffee, then okay, you're already having 1 condiment every day. I would limit it to just 1 condiment per day and then not have one throughout the rest of the day. That first day and then the next day, if you have to have it, have it. But just try to limit your condiments. I just feel like following the plan as strictly as possible for at least the first week or 2 just gives you the most bang for your buck. I mean, and who doesn't want to lose the most amount of weight? Like, I know I do. Okay, now another thing I would say is measure in ounces. That vegetable chart that you're gonna get, I have it by me. I always have it by me. You are gonna measure in ounces. Do not try to fix a cup of this or a cup of that. You're gonna be too off. Measure in ounces, and I feel like your lean and greens will be more on par to what you're supposed to eat, because you also don't want to give yourself a lower amount of food than you're supposed to be getting. So make sure that you are measuring your vegetables in ounces, measuring your lean meat in ounces. Stick to measuring in ounces, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're not getting enough food or you're putting too much food on your plate. And once you start measuring, yes, you'll be able to eyeball it, but that's just part of the education of the program. You'll start to learn, oh, this is how much of this I can have. And it kind of gives you a better idea of what you can do, but measure in ounces. Want to stick to the ounces chart. And that's pretty much all the tips I have for today. Like I said, good luck if you're on the first week. The plan works. I've been on it for 4 months, and this is the only thing that I've even stuck to. I've done Weight Watchers. I've done everything. I've worked out constantly, barely ate. Like, I've done so many different things. This is like kind of the only thing that I've done, stuck with, and I find that has been really helpful for me. If you have any questions, again, ask them in the comments. And that's all I have for today. Bye, guys.